You ever notice that the harder you try to not try, the more awkward you become? Like you tell yourself, I'm gonna act chill, and suddenly you're blinking weird, your arms don't know where to go, and you look like a malfunctioning robot pretending to blend in with humans. Yeah, today we're talking about the weird power of not trying too hard, why it works, why it feels impossible, and how life gets way easier when you stop forcing everything like you're fighting for your life. So grab a snack, a seat, or whatever makes you feel cozy, because this might be the most laid-back self-improvement talk you'll ever hear. Trying hard is glorified everywhere. Hustle culture posters be yelling things like, "Rise and grind. Sleep is for quitters. Did you even suffer today?" Meanwhile, normal people like us are just trying to stay hydrated and remember passwords. Of course working hard matters, but trying too hard? That's like squeezing a wet bar of soap. The more you squeeze, the faster it shoots across the room and bonks you in the forehead. Same thing happens socially. You ever watch someone send their first message on a dating app when they're trying way too hard? "Hello, beautiful rose sparkles, your smile must brighten galaxies. Relax my friend, she just said she likes iced coffee." But we've all done it, wanting something so badly that we overdo it and end up sabotaging ourselves. It's basically a universal human skill. Here's the twist. The best results happen when you stop forcing things. Think back to being a kid. Kids don't overthink. They don't rehearse. They just show up and boom, instant friendship. You like red? I like red. Let's go dig a hole. Done. Best friends. But the older we get, the more everything feels like a job interview. We try to look impressive, sound impressive, act impressive, while the person who's just being themselves is vibing, stress-free. Here's the secret nobody advertises because it doesn't make money. Relaxed people do better. Not lazy, just relaxed. Think about losing your keys. When you're panicking and tearing the whole house apart, you find nothing. But the second you give up, sit down, take a breath, boom, the keys appear like, "Sup. Miss me?" That's the power of not trying too hard. Let's talk confidence. People say, be confident, but the real trick is not caring about looking confident. The people who seem naturally cool? They're not trying. They're just comfortable being themselves. Trying to act cool is exhausting. Being yourself is basically like lying on the couch eating snacks, effortless. And yes, not trying too hard actually makes you better. Take creativity. If you sit there thinking, I must create something brilliant right now, your brain shuts down. But when you're showering or daydreaming, suddenly your brain's like, here, have a genius idea. Same with conversations. When you're trying too hard, everything feels awkward. When you're relaxed, you're funny, smooth, natural, it just works. But listen. Not trying too hard doesn't mean not caring. It means removing the pressure. It's like holding a bird. Squeeze too hard, you hurt it. Too loose, it flies away. Hold it gently, that's the sweet spot. And yes, overthinking deserves its own mention. If overthinking were a sport, some of us would be undefeated world champions. You ever rehearse an entire conversation in bed the night before? Imagining all 17 possible replies? Crafting the perfect responses? Then the next day the person goes, hey, and your whole script evaporates. That's why relaxing is a cheat code. When you stop trying to control everything, life usually ends up simpler than whatever disaster scenario you pictured. Try these next time you're stressing. Relax your shoulders, half your anxiety lives up there. Lower expectations just a little, aim for good, not perfect. Focus on the moment, not the outcome, ask yourself if you like them, not if they like you. Laugh at awkward stuff, it makes you instantly more likable. Move on quickly, stop replaying moments like it's Netflix. And here's something true. People can feel when you're trying too hard. But they can also feel when you're relaxed. That vibe is contagious. When you're comfortable, other people get comfortable too. That's when the best moments happen. So remember, not trying too hard isn't giving up. It's trusting yourself. Trust that you're enough. Trust that you don't need perfection. Trust that what's meant for you won't require you to panic sprint through life. Life isn't a test. It's a messy group project where everyone's winging it. So breathe. Relax. Stop wrestling everything. Show up as yourself, because once you stop trying so hard to be something, you finally become it. If you want, I can rewrite it even more casual, more comedic, more polished, longer, shorter, just tell me.